Ever since the end of the Second World War, the Arctic has been one of the most heavily contested regions on the planet. The Arctic is a pie that everyone wants a piece of, and so does Russia. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, the Russian Navy fell into complete disarray due to a lack of warm water ports and naval bases. But now, the Arctic is melting and becoming free for naval operation, and China, which calls itself a near-Arctic state, has its eyes set on the region. However, Russia isn't ready to let the paper dragon have its way in a region that Russia considers to be exclusively its own and is now rapidly modernizing its naval assets. Hi and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Rohan Sachdeva, and in this video, I'll explain how Russia is rebuilding its navy to counter the Chinese threat and getting ready for a potential Arctic war. Let's begin. Russia is rapidly reinventing its navy, which had fallen into disarray after the collapse of the Soviet Union. In fact, Russia is on a shipbuilding spree to create a fleet of warships that could potentially handle a future war with China. Vladimir Pospelov, a member of the Military-Industrial Commission under the Russian government, has announced that the Russian Navy will receive around 40 warships and vessels of different classes this year. This builds on an announcement made by Russian Defense Minister last year that the Russian Navy was going to get 32 vessels this year, 4 submarines, 6 surface vessels, and 22 motorboats. To be frank, post-Soviet Russia has never really possessed an enviable navy. The erstwhile Soviet Union had actually built a bigger navy than that of the US, but after the collapse of the Soviet Union, Russia never really had the geography to operate the massive naval assets it had inherited from the USSR. In fact, it had to give up 70% of its Soviet-era naval assets. But times have changed. The Arctic is melting quickly and becoming friendly for naval operations. By 2044, the Arctic may be completely free of ice for a part of the year, opening up the region for commercial trade and naval operations. Moreover, an ice-free Arctic is touted to replace the Suez Canal route between the Indo-Pacific and Europe. Moreover, Russia's naval ambitions are not meant to be a mere show of power, but are actually supposed to counter the threat posed by China, which calls itself a near-Arctic state. Russia itself has no qualms in demonstrating that the upcoming naval fleet is well equipped to handle the Chinese threat in the Arctic region. Moscow is therefore not looking to build large aircraft carriers, guided missile cruisers and destroyers, which symbolize the grandeur of the Soviet Navy. Rather, it is looking at smaller warships, frigates, corvettes, small surface combat vessels, and small submarines. Russia's small vessel strategy is particularly helpful in a region like the Arctic, where mobility is going to remain an issue for many decades to come. Any future war in the region would call for long-range munition capabilities on much smaller warships. The point is, Moscow no longer wants to become the big blue water navy of the Soviet era that aspired to lock horns with NATO forces. It only has to become a powerful green water navy that can protect the Arctic from Chinese intrusions, which explains its renewed focus on smaller naval assets. As a matter of fact, the Russian Navy is already testing its military hardware for operationality in the Arctic. Last month, 3 Russian nuclear ballistic missile submarines surfaced simultaneously, breaking the Arctic ice during the military drills. The commander-in-chief of the Russian fleet, Nikolai Yevnemov, informed President Putin about the success of the difficult maneuver through a video link. Yevmenov said that the sophisticated maneuver was carried out by submarines for the first time in the history of the Russian Navy. The submarine surfaced within a small radius of 300 meters and broke 1.5 meters deep ice in the process. Russian President Vladimir Putin said the Arctic expedition has no analogues in the Soviet and the modern history of Russia. In a show of strength and an apparent message to China, the Russian Defense Ministry also published the footage of the submarines emerging from underneath, creating an ear-shattering noise in the process. This marked an announcement of the Russian Navy's resurgence in the extremely cold Arctic weather. The Kremlin is beefing up its defenses in the Arctic. It realizes that with climate change, Beijing is waiting for the entire Russian Arctic connecting Asia-Pacific to Europe to become a viable trade route. But Moscow wants primacy and exclusivity along its coastal baseline in line with international maritime law. Vladimir Putin has several decades to prepare for a war against China in the Arctic, for which he has already started preparing with the massive modernization of the Russian Navy.